Let's have a look at the teams. We'll start with Spurs. Back to full strength with the returning trio of England under-17 internationals. Janai Byfield, Malachi Hardy and Luca Williams-Barnett all back after missing the Reading game. It's a really strong-looking 11 today and a strong-looking bench now, bolstered with the new additions of Luca Furnell-Gill and Dan Batty. And for Southampton today, well, they are one of the best attacking teams at under-18 level. There are two players who've stood out for them across the season so far. One of them, surprisingly, today on the bench, Nicholas Oikunle, with 18 goals in 16 games for the under-18s this season. Sofiane Dibaga starts, though, a pacey, tricky winger with excellent numbers too. 6 goals and 6 assists for him over the season so far.
Yes, lads. Straight in. Yeah. Yes, lads, let's go.
Away we go then, Southampton and Spurs. Chasing at the top of the table at under-18 level. It really is a huge opportunity for Spurs this season and within this age group to win the league. Not essential that Spurs win today, they have got 4 games in hand, but there is a big opportunity here to make a big statement. Southampton on their way, and Saul is the one leading the charge, lifting the ball into the space over on that right-hand side. And here is Dibaga, who's had such an excellent season. It will be a tough afternoon, you feel, for Harry Byrne out there, the Spurs left-back wearing 3 today. And this time manages to make the challenge. Stops Dibaga in his tracks. Couldn't prevent the corner, though, first corner of the game, with less than a minute on the clock. Will be Gather Cole to take this one for Southampton. And it's a deep ball into that crowd of players, and it's well gathered by Sam Archer. Had such a brilliant season for the under-18s, bowling out as he can do, finding Williams-Barnett. Looking for that crossfield ball out towards Thompson. Thompson had picked up a really good position on that left-hand side. Really impressed me over the course of the season, Teenan Thompson. Spurs unable to find him on this occasion, and it's Southampton again trying to build through midfield. Again out to the right-hand side to Dibaga is where the ball is sent, and again more work for Byrne to do, and again he stands up to the test. And again, though, he concedes a corner. Well, this is a live broadcast, and of course we can't control those around the outside of the field. Apologies if you do hear any unsavoury language. That crowd of players again just outside of the 6-yard box, but Spurs get their header away. Bangura there at the front post. Spurs playing a really dangerous game with the high defensive line. Seen that over the course of the season. Southampton playing in exactly the same way. Upton's challenge, but Southampton still have the ball. Finding space on the edge of the penalty area. Daly trying to work the angle for the shot. Carried away here, though, by Williams-Barnett, who was all the way back on the edge of his own area. And he does well to carry the ball to safety, although it's not too long before Southampton have it back. They've started really well, the away side here. And they'll lift one over that high defensive Spurs line. The ball from Akunda, wide here to Dibaga. He cuts it back, that's a clever flick, and it's a big chance, well blocked. Well, Spurs have got the ball away. And it's Teenan Thompson here on the left-hand side. And in all honesty, Spurs could just do with a moment or two of knocking the ball around and getting their rhythm in the game. All Southampton for the first 4 minutes so far. Nicely worked through the phases by Spurs, whipped out towards Thompson again. Nice pass by Hall. And Thompson can whip one in. It was a really inviting cross. Well, it just got away from Ellis Lehane in the middle, but it wasn't too far away from picking him out.
Inside first!
Goes all the way through in the end to Dylan Moody, the Southampton goalkeeper. Ups and backtracks and goes all the way through to Archer. Here comes Ellis Lehane, cuts the ball back and was looking for the arriving Reece Elliott-Paris. First Spurs corner of the game. Oh, apologies, looks as though it's gone away for a throw.
Well played, football.
Well, this was the chance from just moments ago, and what a chance it was. And that was a super block from Upson. Carried the ball away and got there just in time.
Smell, away. That's it, Smell, stay there. Stay there, Smell, perfect. On the line! Barrotino! Stay there, Smell, stay. Get higher! Stay there.
Reece Elliott-Paris over on the right-hand side. Continues his development for the academy today. Seen him play through the middle. Interesting to see what he can provide on that right-hand side. Now a chance to run. Reece Elliott-Paris is well tracked though. McMullen, who scored in the game against Spurs earlier on in the campaign, is back there.
Go, Reece!
It's good battling to win it from Reece Elliott-Paris. Unable to find a teammate though with the pass forward.
You've got to do one or the other. You're sprinting them behind you. Good, well played. Hey, come on, push on the ball, Smell. Go, Smell. Go. Next one in.
Southampton bursting clear, and they've got good numbers here. The pass was a bit heavy though. Luckily for the Tottenham Hotspur defence, because otherwise McMullen would have been through, was running the channel, demanding the ball as well, but it's too heavy with the pass, and Sam Archer can pick up. Upson's touch into Lehane, who was unable to flick on. Reece Elliott-Paris has won it back though, instantly giving the ball away. Well, it's frantic at the start of the game. Seems to be an awareness of what's at stake here for both teams. Lose this one. Not a catastrophe, but it would be a big dent in any hopes of winning the league title, and there are so many teams at the top end of the table at under-18 level, really pushing hard and really finding form at just the right time of the season. Barga's seen plenty of the ball, and this time he's managed to get around the outside of the Spurs defence, and the cutback is turned away by Junaid Byfield, who is back at the heart of the Spurs defence after being away with the England under-17 group. Lots of defending for Spurs to do in the early stages. Hasn't necessarily been the team's strong point over the season, but so far, so good. As Williams Barnett sweeps away and finds Lehane on the run. And the instructions from the Spurs coaching staff, I'm sure you heard, keep the ball. Play yourself into the game.
Yes, Tio! Give outside! Outside! Yes,
Well, it was well played by Upson, outside of the boot, into Byfield. Stumbled on the ball, but luckily able to recover. Harry Byrne given licence within this setup to move into midfield, but then he's also got to think about the dangerous Dibaga, Southampton's number 7.
Yeah, nice.
Even at this stage, though, the younger Spurs players are asked to pick up certain aspects of tactical development. Here comes Bangura. Reece Elliott Paris tangles with the fullback, so too Bangura. There's a big guy, that fullback for Southampton, Saul, wearing 5. Spurs take the free kick quickly, and Byfield, who's had such an impressive season for the under-18s. Lovely partnership with Hardy at the back, brings the ball forward here. Teenan Thompson with the first chance to have a run at the fullback on the left-hand side, and off he goes. Skillfully done by Teenan Thompson. Can't pick out the teammate, though, in the middle. And off they go. Southampton bring the ball away. One back by Byfield. I'm sure Sam Archer, the Spurs goalkeeper who has the ball here, be delighted to see the development of the other 2 Spurs goalkeepers away on loan. Luca Gunter, brilliant performer last season, of course, for the under-21s. Out with Wealdstone at the moment in the National League, helping them pull away from the relegation zone with 3 wins in their last 3 games in National League competition. Josh Keeley going from strength to strength with so many clean sheets in League One this season. Big game for Leyton Orient today. Of course, we have a couple of Spurs loanees at Leyton Orient. Big game against Charlton. Worth watching out for that one as Leyton Orient look to push on towards the playoffs in League One this season. And it would be amazing to see some promotions for our players who are out on loan, likes of George Abbott too. Notts County having a big season there in League 2.
Nice and now, don't go early.
Yes, Reece, ready? Hold. Now go out. Stay there, Mal. Stay on the sit.
Well, Spurs so far, just over 12 minutes in, haven't created a meaningful chance on goal, which is rarely seen for this group. But at the same time, they haven't really been challenged at the other end. One big opportunity led to a brilliant sliding interception from Upson to push away.
Other side! Other side! Other side!
It's all right, wait, just wait. We'll play.
Come on! Nothing through, Tino! Yes, Tino! Let's go! Let's go! Through Tino!
Upson's pass.
Yes!
Elliott Paris. Not really with any room to turn. And so Spurs recycle, make their way back, open up some space perhaps.
Tight, go against the sit.
Burn digs out the pass, and it's a brilliant ball too. Tottenham Thompson bursting clear. Might need an option. Sweeps again in the direction of Ellis Lehane. Can't pick him out. We have seen from that left-hand side some brilliant balls in from Tottenham Thompson over the course of the season.
On the move, El.
Now Luca Williams-Barnett driving towards the penalty area, weaving his way through. Tottenham Thompson there, picking up the pieces here for Spurs. He can't find a way through either. Well, Spurs have found their groove and now have Southampton all the way back, deep inside their own half.
Good. Eli, get narrower. Closer to him. That's it. Eli. Ellis, it should be over. Yes,
well, there has been lots of Southampton pressure in this game, but Spurs have withstood it. And I like the calm way they've gone about their business in this game.
Calm, tired. Don't chase it. Keep moving it, Luke. Wide him out. Come on, El. You've got to connect, El. Part of the team, El.
Deeper, narrow. Yes, Dino.
Good play. Go on, El.
Williams-Barnett with the pass. Ellis Lehane chasing. Was he brought down? Yes, says the referee, and Spurs have a penalty kick. Well, it's a big decision. Let's see the replay. Williams-Barnett into Ellis Lehane. How many times have we seen that over the season? Ellis Lehane feeling he had his ankle clipped, and the referee felt the same, and Spurs have a penalty. Well, Ellis Lehane with the opportunity, because I imagine he will take this, to grab goal number 7 in the league for the season. And in fact, it will be left for Tottenham Thompson. Tottenham Thompson for Spurs, buries the penalty in the corner, and Spurs lead here by a goal to nil.
Next one, lads, come on.
Goalkeeper at full stretch, no chance of reaching that though. Right in the corner.
Over as soon as we get it. Need control.
Stuart Lewis's side on top.
Good start.
Well, they're all good if they go in, but this was a very good penalty. Tucked right into the corner by Tottenham Thompson.
Come on, lads. Come on, keep it going. Keep it going. Calm down.
El,
go after it.
El, keep connecting to the centre half. Next one, lads. Straight in.
Get him off.
Let's go. Well done, lads. You see? Look it there. Good tie.
Well, DeBarga was trying to get there.
Clear.
Unable to do so. Has been lighting up the league over the course of the season. The Southampton number 7. Not had too much of a chance to get into the game just yet.
Make him go back. Make him go back.
Loose pass from Southampton, Spurs onto it. Here comes Reece Elliott-Paris. He feels he was fouled, but Spurs don't get the whistle this time. And now Spurs' defence looks slightly exposed with the midfield on the rampage at the other end. Wonderful recovery to get back here. Well, Gumasanda was bursting away, and it's Ellis Lehane who gets back. And really that just shows how much this game means here to Tottenham Hotspur and this group. All hands on deck, everybody chasing to get back to win the ball.
Come on, in we go.
Plenty of heart, plenty of desire so far. Bangura with a brilliant challenge. Does ever so well in a tight spot to win it, but he's given it straight back here to Southampton. In a dangerous position here. Daly's ball in towards McMullen, trying to get the angle. And again, it's Upson. Big deflection on that. Well watched by Sam Archer. Very nearly caught out by the bounce there, but he managed to step back. And he rolls away to Williams-Barnett. Starting to get on the ball now in better positions. Was well looked after in the early stages of the game, Luca Williams-Barnett, but he's drifting around as any good number 10 should do, finding those pockets of space. And it was his connection with Ellis Lehane that led to the penalty and subsequently the goal.
Good out. Good. Man to man. Tight. Well done, lad. Come on, Hake. Come on, get us playing, Hake. Eli, narrow up a little bit.
Eli, higher.
Push to man. Go on, Eve, narrow up. Behind them, tight, stop behind. Smell, stay there.
Well, Stuart Lewis must be really happy with the way that the team have reacted to scoring a goal. Big football cliche coming up, but it's really a difficult time, and often a time when teams will concede having just scored. Spurs though hungry for more, and that's a super ball in. It was really well delivered by Reece Elliott-Paris. Trying to catch the defence out with the early ball. Bangura now back out towards this right-hand side, and Reece Elliott-Paris is there again. Bangura continues his run, big challenge. Doesn't land though for Spurs, it's turned away by Southampton.
Come on, T! T, get in! Who's got? 10! Reece, Reece. Good, Eli! Good, J-Lo! Hake to the 7! Get Reece with you, Eli! Well played, steady, Sam! Take your way out. Come on, Hake.
Lads, have a spell! Tommy! Lads, keep the ball! Turnovers, come on!
Mal. Malachi, when we're attacking, organise the 10. You're too loose, you're tight.
Luca, left shoulder, right shoulder. Stay in. Don't go. No foul!
Well dealt with by Spurs at the back. They have given it straight back to Southampton here.
Hold my line. Up again.
Come on. Make some pressure on the ball, well. Look it one side, El. Look it one side, Lou. Tight, T-Nun.
Well, here comes Spurs bringing the ball away. Ty Hall instantly looking for Williams-Barnett. And instantly he has two for company. And with tricky feet, he manages to fool the defenders and win the free kick. Does really well, the Spurs number 10.
Up to the ball! Come on, up to the ball! Look, we can go out! That side, Luke! Inside first!
Good, Tommy!
Yes, he's hold the 10.
Well, just as Spurs were looking to do earlier in the game when they were trying to get a feel for the match, trying to get themselves on the ball. This is what Southampton are doing here, having conceded. Feeling themselves back into the game.
One way!
Now go, El! Now go, come on, Reece! Now go, look! Be ready!
Reece Elliott-Paris charging after Saul, the fullback. Lovely ball over the top from him. But Gormasanda, the winger, was in an offside position. The flag is raised.
Let's go! Let's go! Switch on!
Well, Spurs do really well there. 3-on-3. Didn't panic. And they open up the space on the left-hand side of the field here. And again, that's clearly something this team have been working on.
Take it for a run out.
If you want to be a ball-playing team, which Spurs do all the way through the club, it's all about learning the ways to do that from the back and then through midfield, which Spurs have a bit of trouble with here, but they transition nicely on towards Hall.
Organise in the middle of the pitch.
And here is Thompson.
Ty, organise middle of the pitch. Come on.
Angora in a brilliant space, trying to look for Reece Elliott-Paris. Being well looked after on this side of the field by Saul. Southampton smother, and now they burst. And here comes McMullen, ball at the outside of the boot, a really good one. And it was just and only just too long for De Barga. It was a lovely move from Southampton.
Come on, get up! Come on, halfway line! Come on, get up!
Now Spurs looking to create something of their own. Reece Elliott-Paris, early ball in again.
Second ball!
And no risks are being taken by the Southampton defence, smashed up into the sky and away. Well, Southampton have scored in every single league match over the course of the season. And so you get the feeling that one might not be enough. They've got lots of talent in attack. It was a big surprise to see their top goal scorer, Okunle, amongst these substitutes today, especially as he scored 4 in their last match against Norwich.
We squeeze up! Good.
Sure, he will be introduced at some point in this game.
Good! Here we go, higher bro, player!
Now go out. You ready, lad? Go inside, ready? Good man. Do your work early. Come on, get it right. Come on.
Tino! Come on, free! Manny!
Use the keeper.
Come here.
It does sound as though we've got someone singing on the side of the field, not too far away from our microphone. Hey, it's turning weather. Looks as though spring is arriving. And Spurs are winning, so jolly mood all round.
Come on, Sat. Get wider, James, get wider, Jake.
Not so sure they're going to make it if X Factor returns, though.
On the run out. On the run out.
Here is Upson, lifting the ball on towards Ellis Lehane. You can see Wayne Burnett down there, who's come today to watch the under-18 group.
Now, be ready.
Don't need to force it. Damo, get it.
He's off on the way that the under-18s will make a step up to the under-21s
Go on, Sam.
at the end of the season.
Brilliant, Sam out. Look it here, come on out.
And so far, I would imagine Wayne Burnett has seen a lot that he likes here. It's been a very good start to the game by this group, disciplined, and that really has been the word.
Take the space, Jay.
Nice football again by Southampton. De Barga is away, and that was a vital touch. Malachi Hardy with a super interception to get there. Well, it looked as though Southampton were in for an equalising goal. What a touch, though. Super defending.
Winners on!
Be live the 11. Luca, live. Open up, Ellis. Come on, no crosses.
Nicely worked by Southampton, big chance, but flashed over the top by Daly.
Eli.
Gathers, don't go on your own! Protect the middle!
Smell, lower, go lower to affect the fullback. Mo! Breaking the line!
Well, it's a rare move for Spurs, the long ball forward, and it works out fairly well. Upson really improved over the course of the season, brings the ball away, and now Reece Elliott-Paris with a give and go, and the early ball in with just a bit too much pace on it for Ellis Lehane to control. It was a really lovely breakaway by Spurs. And you can really see the evidence of a few things that they've been working on in training. It was slick passing, it was very quickly away, it was very Tottenham Hotspur.
Go now! Now jump! Run up, do! Shuffle! Yes, I'm over! Stop the pass. No, if it goes from then, stop the pass from the side.
Yes,
on!
Good deal!
Well, it was a loose pass by Southampton at the back, but they get away with that one. Just beyond the reach of any of the Spurs players, and now they have the chance to cause some problems of their own. Southampton bursting with pace here, and it's just been that final ball for them that hasn't quite been right. And Reece Elliott-Paris, risky on the edge of his own penalty area, gives the ball away. And Ty Hall is back and blocks the crossing from Gaur Mansudu.
Lad, someone's got to make contact!
Get up, Ty. Get up! Come on, Smell, narrow up! Come on, team, next one in! Be alive for the 8 tonight! Come on, team!
Debaga trying to find his way through. Well watched, though, by Harry Byrne. Been a top performance from him so far in the game against one of the best players in the league over on that side of the field for Spurs.
Winners, lads!
Well, you can really see that this is two high-quality teams at this level. And this is a proper workout for Tottenham Hotspur, leading thanks to the penalty kick from Teenan Thompson earlier on in the game. Hardy's header. And really that was enough to take the sting out of any Southampton attack. And Sam Archer always looking for the opportunity to launch that ball away and spring a quick Spurs breakaway. No opportunity to do that this time.
Step, good. Yes, Eli, come around. Eli, come around.
Brilliant, Mal. Yes, Luke. Yes, Luke. Hurry! Get up!
Williams Barnett into Byrne. He's been really high forward in this game. The Spurs do like to get the fullbacks up into midfield, but it's not something we've seen too much of over the campaign. Teenan Thompson gets a free kick, trying to wriggle his way through on the left-hand side. Was brought down, and it will be a free kick in a very good area here for Tottenham Hotspur as they chase the second goal.
Key, tight, edge, yeah. Luca, with it. Good, face the ball. Ah! Winners, Jay.
Well, you would imagine this would be Williams Barnett territory. And he will curl in, only to see that one headed away.
Outside.
Get up.
Outside.
Ty Hall calmly trying to keep the attack alive, but Southampton are back in shape. Bangora's done well. Ty Hall had the ball under his feet, tried to drag away, but Southampton saw what was coming. Sanda, well looked after again. Really impressive defensive performance so far here from Tottenham Hotspur.
Come on, again, Reece, tight, El. Good, Ellis, well done, Ellis, well done. Come on, El, what are you on? Go on, El, toe it.
Ellis Lahane skips away from Saul, stays on his feet too, has got so much stronger since we've started to see him play for the under-18s. Proper centre-forward play, shielding the ball. Bangura now bursting onto it. Promising move here for Tottenham Hotspur. Nobody coming in though, unfortunately. Got the ball into an area. Was the right idea. Just nobody there. Able to grab that second goal. Final 10 minutes of the half. Here's Debaga. Skips the challenge, cuts it back. Well, the whistle was on the other pitch. Southampton half-heartedly claiming a handball. And the referee, with no interest there, allows play to continue.
Stand still, Samal. Stand still. Now start to run, Samal.
Ellis Lahane was demanding it through the middle. Two big centre-backs to contend with, though, here for Southampton. Maybe two of the biggest that we've seen over the course of the campaign. Certainly at this level.
Cut on the 9, Jay!
Wait! Out the ball, Mal!
Get out, higher.
The ball, Harry!
Higher.
Yeah! Go on, Tino! Go on, Tino! Sometimes take him inside now.
Wait. Yes, no up, Eli. Eli, get closer to Mal. Get closer to Mal, Eli.
Just relax. Get up.
Come on, up! Come on, press on the ball, El!
Push the ball down! Go far! Tina, do not run him! Outside!
Go on, Luke! To the ball, get up, lads! Come on, Ty Hall! Let's go, come on, Reece, up! Get up to the ball! Look on Eli!
Get the fuck in!
Well, Southampton have moved it well out to this left-hand side, cross into the front post, and Janai Byfield not taking any risks at all as he gets the header away.
Don't turn your back! Don't turn your back! Hey! Get off!
McMullen,
Get off!
nice delivery, good header away.
Good Luke! Go on, press on the ball!
Good pressure by Spurs, trying to steal it, trying to break clear, and they might get the chance to do that here as Williams-Barnett is released and bursting clear one-on-one with the keeper. Luca Williams-Barnett for Spurs, makes no mistake. Did you expect anything else? What a season this boy is having, what a talent he could be, and what a result this could be for Tottenham Hotspur as they lead here by 2-0. Well, it's always looked like a danger for Southampton all afternoon here. They play with such a high line, they commit so many forwards, and you can't leave Luca Williams-Barnett with this kind of opportunity. He will hurt you, and he does, and he makes it too. Well, he scored for England and the under-17 group during the international break as he was away with the Netherlands on all fronts. continues to catch the eye. Spurs have a real player on their hands in Luca Williams-Barnett.
Come on, one scene and get in position.
Never in doubt as he made the burst away.
Come on, lads! Go! Go, get up! Line.
Go, El, go, Ellis!
Well, it's a really important goal for Spurs, and now it's all about concentration and discipline and keeping themselves on top as we head towards the half-time whistle.
Number 10. Control! Well done, Tommy. Contact!
Yes, sir!
Contact!
Yes!
Wait there, wait.
Yes!
You coming, committed.
One
side in, Jay.
Me, man!
Easy. I know. Go. Be like go. Come on. Tight.
Luca Williams-Barnett sending the pass wide. Difficult one in the end for Teenan Thompson, but he's brought it down. Maybe a bad time to bring this up, but when the two sides, Southampton and Spurs, met earlier on in the season, Spurs went 2 ahead. Thompson scored the first, and Williams-Barnett scored the second.
Go on, Ellis, pressure out.
Finished 3-3 in the end that game.
Come on now, jump on.
Hopefully not a case of history repeating itself, as Spurs could really do with a win as they look to lift the title this season at under-18 level. Southampton looking to get themselves back into the game before the break, and they've got a big chance to do that here. Byfield came out really quickly, but there's still an opportunity here, and it's their danger man Debaga, who is, well, really quite a player over there on that left-hand side, but again he stood up by Harry Byrne, Spurs number 3.
Pass your way out. Pass your way out. That's tonight.
Well played.
Wider, Eli.
Oh, it's very risky to play that ball right across the penalty area, but it's the Spurs way. High risk. They get the free kick, they get their reward for that high risk mentality.
Play higher than time, that's it. Come on, El, on the move, El! Come on, El, run it, Ellis!
Janai Byfield into midfield and nudged to the ground. Luca Williams-Barnett goes down, there's no whistle. The scoop through though doesn't lead to too much for Southampton. Sam Archer there to take control. Plenty to like about this Spurs performance so far. Ty Hall has given the ball away. Southampton driving towards the area. Big deflection on that, and it very nearly carried the ball in. Sam Archer was wrong-footed. Luckily for Spurs, the effort in the end, just the wrong side of the post, but look at Sam Archer. He was committed here.
You lot focus on this.
Did ever so well to make his way across, but I'm not sure that he was getting to that had it been on target. Carried the right side of the post for Spurs. Southampton corner, pressure on just before half-time here.
Come on, first contact, T. Come on, Janai. Come on, Tina. First contact, Sam.
Curling effort, well headed away. Bangura manages to get a big head on it, and then Saul crashes one into Ellis Lehane. Back defending again here for Spurs, and that's superb, acrobatically sent away by Janai Byfield. Well, this is the development of this group under Stuart Lewis over the season. have been, at times, quite leaky at the back. But right now, it really looks as though they've absorbed the lessons that have been taught on the training pitch, and they are standing up to Southampton, one of the best attacking teams at under-18 level. Well, Southampton are back into it. Right before half-time, they've got themselves a goal. Well, it was risky from here for Spurs, and it's a mistake in the end. Mistake from Harry Byrne. Finally lets Debarga free, and he whips one into the corner.
Yeah, calm it down, good. Get a spell. Get a spell. Get a spell. Good,
Well, it's disappointing for Spurs, given that they really had the chance not to concede that goal there. They were in a position of control. Now looks as though this will be hard work. Unless they can grab another before half-time. Neatly worked to Williams-Barnett, who was brought down rather crudely. And I don't really understand the appeal from the Southampton player, suggesting that he got the ball. The game in danger of spilling over, the referee taking control. Spurs looking to get another on the score sheet here before half-time. Paris, now Bangura, in a willing runner all game long, and he twists away from his man brilliantly. And Bangura, was he fouled? Well, there was no whistle for that foul. And he doesn't get the corner either. Well, he almost deserved something there, Samal Bangura, for that brilliant run, but well, that's just not the way the football works, unfortunately.
No foul!
Southampton will be sensing that there is a chance to grab another before half-time. And this time it's Spurs with a foul. Tottenham Thompson is penalised, and there goes the whistle for half-time. Well, it's been a very good first half, a really disciplined Spurs performance. There will be some disappointment that Spurs have conceded that late goal just before the break, but two excellent goals for Spurs have put them on top. A brilliant penalty from Tottenham Thompson, and then Luca Williams-Barnett sprinting clear to put one into the corner. And it's Spurs who are on top here in this battle at the top. At half-time, Spurs 2, Southampton 1.
Let's go, lad. Come on. Straight in. Shoulder hands.
Well, Spurs do want to win the title at under-18 level, then today takes on a bit of extra significance with Crystal Palace, who are at the top of the table, winning their game already today and opening up a bit of a gap. Williams-Barnett trying to feed it through to Ellis Lehane, as he did so well for the penalty in the first half, but this time can't connect with his man.
He's got the ball.
Well, Southampton have made a couple of changes at half-time to try and make a bit of a difference here. And it's perhaps no surprise to see Okunle, their top goal scorer this season, arrive onto the field. It was a big surprise not to see him at the start of the game, given the way that he's been performing. 18 goals across 16 matches in the league this season. And one of those came against Spurs earlier on in the season. Spurs on the attack. Reece Elliott Paris Deciding to go for goal when there were perhaps better options in the middle. Sailing over the top of the ball is where the... Sending over the top of the bar is where the ball eventually goes. And the chance is missed.
Big voice, H. Ty, big voice. Ismail, big voice. Get there, Ismail. Cross, reach, help him. Back inside. Good. Wait, wait. 2 touches, go. Tight.
Gaga, who scored the Southampton goal in the first half, bursting clear here, looking for a man in the middle. And Hardy is back in the right space at the right time. And now Williams Barnett, who's had company every time he's had the ball, twists away to get clear of Roddo this time, and now he's found the room that he might need to add another in the game. Looks for the pass, and it wasn't really the one that Ellis Lehane wanted. Needed to play that ball a bit earlier, perhaps, Luca Williams Barnett. It's a really tough afternoon for him because he's being marked at every opportunity. They've clearly identified the Spurs number 10 as a danger man, and so they should. One of the top performers at under-18 level over the course of the season.
Good, back inside, Sam.
No surprise to be seeing Luca Williams Barnett receiving recognition with the England under-17 group.
Go on, go for it. Go on.
Janai Byfield loves a run forward, but may have left some space here at the back. Ty Hall drops into the Spurs back line. Has he got the pace to get back there? Upson also racing. Archer, the Spurs goalkeeper, committed. Big opportunity for Southampton here, and it's one they take, and they make it 2-2.
Well played. And at the right time, it's up to you. We're getting you out on the other side.
Well, it's a high defensive line from Spurs. And Archer made the decision to come to get the ball. Did he need to make that choice? But once he'd made the move, there was that big gap back there. And Spurs, who were 2 ahead, now find themselves at 2-2.
Just wide. Yes, H. Yes, you go to him. H, go. Keep outside. Gathers. You should be on that, Gathers.
Well, history really does repeat itself. This was exactly how the game played out earlier on in the season. Spurs went 3-2 ahead next. Hardy, big challenge. Williams Barnett in there to win it. He's the key, really, for Spurs. Can they get him onto the ball more in areas where he is able to cause problems?
Let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on, come in. Inside the list. Tight, Ken. Yes, tight. Good call, get across. Get across, Claude. Good call, good call.
It's a nice drop of the shoulder from Byrne. As well to find Teenan Thompson here, 1v1 with the fullback, position where he loves to be, and that was a fine delivery in, but it's well watched by Dobson Ventura, the Southampton centre-back, who manages to clear of the penalty area.
Eli, go in! Eli, go in! Come on! This help! Come on, Ellis! From the front!
Ellis Lehane holding up. Big challenge on him.
Get out, Reece!
Clearance away only as far as Ty Hall. Well, Spurs have been more disciplined in this game. Not quite so gung-ho. Teenan Thompson, though, surging, palmed away by the keeper. Well, Moody, the goalkeeper, did really well to get a hand to it, but he was really lucky that it wasn't into the path of Ellis Lehane where he sent the ball. Nice response this from Spurs, having conceded for a second time. Will be some disappointment that they were 2 ahead and they've let this one slip, but Southampton, they score for fun. And like Spurs, lots of attacking quality within the team. Thompson, good energy from him in the second half. Linking up with Williams-Barnett. Not to be this time, and that's not quite the pass that he was hoping for. Nipped on by Upson. And swept away by James Martin.
Eli, give it to Ty.
Southampton free kick.
Come on, get up. Yes, Luke, back inside L. Yourself. Yes, Ty, get even Ty. Yes, Dan, yes, Luke. Come out. Yes, come on, smell. Good smell. Yeah, Tommy, H. Tommy! Hands was. Take the runner's mouth.
Keep it, well done.
Smell, get first.
Over. Ready to go. Get up.
Here comes McMullen.
Good, well done, stay in control. Get up! Luke, get up! Oh, you got to get up.
Jabago on the right-hand side.
Squeeze! Get up!
There are 2 out there for Spurs.
Let's go.
They will try to now draw out the press.
Squeeze! Halfway!
Come on, now, double press.
Either side wanting to give away too much.
Come on, get it. Good.
Both looking for their shot to win the league. And as much as it's about personal development at this level and growing and becoming ready for the next stage and moving up to the under-21s, building that winning mentality, that winning culture, being a winning player from an early age really does mean a lot.
Cross them out. Get across. Come on.
So often when you look at the best teams, it's all about spirit and that mental edge that those kind of players have.
Gunners! Pass the ball! Lines up, yes, Lino.
My line. Get up. My line.
Yes, Ty.
Okay, Jen, yeah. What's your number? What number's coming off?
Well, Ty Hall is about to be replaced here. And Dan Batty, a recent introduction, new signing for the club from Manchester City, will come in. Now, he is naturally a more attacking midfielder. Now, Ty Hall was playing quite a defensive role. Interesting to see the shift for Spurs in that central space, if there is to be one, because perhaps Spurs are going chasing, feeling that they have to win this game, maybe sensing there is an opportunity somewhere. Batty has come on and he's sat fairly close to Bangura, and he's fairly high up the field here. The problem is there is a big gap in that area, and the responsibility then falls on the shoulders of Byfield and Hardy to step up and fill that gap.
Good stuff. Don't get beat. Good.
Step. Get behind him, Dan. Closer, H. Get behind the 10, Dan. Maybe you. Yes, Dan. Next one.
Hardy slips the pass. Spurs move it quickly. Bangura, low delivery. And Ellis Lehane wasn't there. Wasn't the cross that he was hoping for. Really lovely build-up from Spurs, not the delivery Lehane wanted. Now Southampton trying to build. Upson though, on that right-hand side, found a natural home on the right-hand side of the Spurs defence, although I do expect that he will become a centre-back as he gets slightly older, as he builds out, as he becomes more muscular, but he's played really well on that right-hand side of the Spurs defence here. And because he has those tendencies to be more like a centre-back, does give the option for Spurs almost to play with a 3 at the back at times, and Harry Byrne to move up into midfield. Teenan Thompson gliding away on that left-hand side, linking up with Batty.
Come on, T, get there!
Byrne has a look ahead of him, not much on. The space is there on that right-hand side. Upson there waiting. Spurs, I'm sure, waiting to play that pass. Spurs getting some confidence in their toes as they work the passes around, simple balls, lots of touches, a feeling of dominance as they start to do so. Southampton leave the trap, win it back.
Dan, 1 and 2 touch. Come on. Go on, Luke. We're ready to jump. Come on, El. Come on, El. Attack Mel. Come in. Go, Reed. Cancel. Get it on his left foot. Come on his left foot. Come on, Ellis. Tight.
Yes, Luke!
Good, Luke. Take this for take it. Brilliant work. Go on, El. On the touch. Second ball.
Yes, sir.
Hit the ball. Second ball. Yellow. Good.
Yes, sir. Well played, Tommy.
Just one.
That's a good touch.
Pass it. Good.
Barger trying to release his teammate for Southampton. Spurs have it back. Williams Barnett trying to do the same. And Ellis Lehane was nearly able to get there as well.
Brilliant, Luke.
Goalkeeper came in the end.
Harry, go for it!
Go on, Dan. Tight, Jay. Go on, right shirt. Move it. Keep it.
Seen some really nice touches and moves from Bangura, wearing 8 today for the 18s. Not seen as much from Williams Barnett in the second half as we did as in the first.
Get higher there. Get higher.
Outside.
Yes, Tom. That's foul. Ellis, have a change with Reece. It's Reece in line.
Top line, hand.
Oh, good Mal. Come on, organise. Touch Mal.
Yes,
Southampton with a loose pass. Hardy's onto it here. Lovely burst away. Reece Elliott Paris decides to go for goal. Just as the move was building really nicely here for Tottenham Hotspur. Had an option arriving on his right-hand side, had Hardy the other way. Wasn't the right chance or the choice in the end for Spurs to decide to take.
Come on, Harry! Come on! Season, get out of here! Come on! Bit sharper! Narrow stuff, nothing through! Yes, Reece! Outside!
Well, Spurs have tried to release that pass a couple of times along this inside left channel in the second half. This time the runner was Reece Elliott Paris, but it's never really worked out for them.
Good kick with him, Luke. You and Reece.
Southampton have been far deeper in the second half. Very different way of playing to the first half, where they were so aggressive, and it's worked out in their favour. Tina Thompson's done well to steal the ball back. Spurs attacking here, and Reece Elliott-Paris had a ball through to Ellis Lehane, and he decided to go the other way. Tina Thompson is still down here for Tottenham Hotspur, and he's going to need some treatment here, and the physios are called onto the pitch. Well, he was just caught. It was the ankle as he tried to burst clear, and then he fell on that foot. Well, it's a nasty pain, even if it's just a twist. Spurs players to the side of the field here for a word with Stuart Lewis and the coaching staff. What came after that challenge was a really good opportunity for Reece Elliott-Paris to play the ball through, and at the moment in this second half, it's coming down to decision-making for Spurs. Are they making the right choices? Are they selecting the right passes? It's just about keeping a cool head, having composure. After the foul here on Tina Thompson, look at this. Ellis Lehane, right-hand side of the penalty area, coming through. That was the pass right there, and Spurs would have been in. Uncomfortable steps as Tina Thompson gets back onto his feet here, but that's good news for Spurs, that he's got movement. Even if he has to go in this game, for the remainder of the campaign, a big player for Tottenham Hotspur, especially as they look to push on towards the top end of the table.
Well done.
Ready? Yeah, come on, lads! Come on now! Come on the 10 mile! Tight! What mile do I in? Good Gummers! Yes, please! Look at the side! Good position, Dan. Don't let him out. Play Eli! Inside to him! Good boy, son. Run, Smell! Open up, H. Good Smell. Organise the 10, Mal. Yes, Reece. Go on, Reece. Go on, Reece. Well done, lads. Mal, be alive when to go, yeah? No sec.
Just keeping an eye on Tina Thompson on this left-hand side, wearing 11 for Tottenham Hotspur. Seems to be running okay. Excellent news for Spurs, especially with the North London derby coming next week. Especially as we look for this group to win the title and lift the trophy. And especially as we look towards the end of the season when there is an opportunity to make the move up into the under-21 category. Really excited for this group and what they can do over the next couple of seasons. Especially this man here, Williams-Barnett, evading the challenge, trying a cheeky ball with the outside of the boot. Doesn't quite execute. So often on the same wavelength as Ellis Lehane, not to be this time though.
Back yourself, Reece. Swing in, come on, Reece. Seconds. Come on, lads, come on, keep believing it. Reece, that way.
Good decision. Well played. Bit of tempo now.
Williams Barnett. Trying to get onto it. Spurs really didn't feel that should have been a free kick. Just have to be careful here. Keep the discipline. That's what this will be all about, this game. Have to continue to try and play in that kind of way. Don't be disheartened. Try and get that ball high up the field as much as possible.
Easy. Let's move on. Matt, organise the 10. No. Yes. Go on now, we've got to win it.
Well, that's another whistle from the referee, another one that Spurs don't necessarily agree with.
Abdul, Tommy, find the 10.
Now Southampton looking to spring clear on this right-hand side.
Help him, Harry.
Gabaga. Beyond Thompson gets the ball in, and it's well gathered by Sam Archer. Quickly looking to get Spurs on their way.
Now drop. Well done, come on, tonight, get wider tonight.
Narrow stop.
Narrow.
Let's go, Sam. Harry, can be more aggressive. Stop. Let it go there, Harry. Let it go. Back into the middle third. All over it. Step away, Harry. Harry, shoot. Harry. Go. Harry, nothing inside, man.
Eli, narrow up, Eli. Get closer, Hayes, to the middle of the pitch stand. Look at our structure.
Yes, stop.
Come on.
Stop digging early.
Hey,
Come on. Gummers, narrow. Keep it one. Yes, sir. There we go. There you go. Go and
That's
score.
a brilliant ball through. Reece Elliott-Paris is the one racing onto that. And it's a wonderful recovery by Kunda, the Southampton defender.
Harry, you might get it. Got free, Harry. You might get it, Harry, in the box. Dan, bit more. Samel, place more. Comes out, you win it. First.
Spurs corner. Delivered into a good area. Really commanding punch, though, by Dylan Moody.
Work the line out. Just go. On the way, Ellis. Too close.
Spurs attacking again. Reece Elliott-Paris tangles with 2 or 3. Still has it. Samal Bangura now trying to find some room. Really congested though in front of that Southampton penalty area. This deep Southampton defensive line in the second half, difficult to get through. Thompson trying to do that with a cross into the box. Turned away. Byfield will try his luck again. He'll come forward from the back. Southampton not expecting that. And here is Luca Williams-Barnett looking for another Spurs penalty. And there is no whistle from the referee. Certainly had a decision to make there.
Harry, not too deep. Faster, come on.
That's a lovely pass and a wonderful take as well. Williams-Barnett curling the ball in, big chance Spurs, really big chance, and Ellis Lehane gets it all wrong as he comes diving in to make the header. Well, this was the shout for the penalty that came. Sorry, this is the chance for Ellis Lehane just moments ago, headed over the top of the bar. And that was a really golden opportunity to score for Ellis Lehane.
All the way in!
Well, two big moments for Spurs. Flashpoints in the game. Hopefully we're not looking back on that chance for Ellis Lehane as a big missed opportunity.
Great run, Reece! Play, Reece!
Come on, let's go. Play, lads. Come on, H, get in.
Go! Go!
Go on, Samal. Other side! Other side!
Quicker, Eli! Step tonight! Commit to 7! Go on!
Go on, run it then, Luke. You run it.
Yes, sir. This one.
Samal, lower! Get the whip, Phil! Wider!
Wider, Ellis! Pull right out! Samal!
Sit back again!
Reece!
That's good work by Southampton. They navigate well out to this right-hand side. Barga shown us what a problem he can be on this right. And he delivers a really good ball. Archer with a save, and he's managed to use his basketball skills to get there the second time around. Well, the game really does hang on the tightrope, and it's Spurs this time, seeing if they can cause some damage, and it's another shout for a penalty. Williams-Barnett, though, was waiting in the middle, and is pretty disappointed, it has to be said, that he doesn't receive the pass. Really well placed in front of the post. Had the ball been fed back to him.
Yes, team! Go done! Yes, team! Yes, Lou! Yes, team! Good leg! Hey! Tommy! Higher hands! Higher!
Good challenge by Janai Byfield. Southampton still, though, looking to force their way, and they had a massive gap there in the middle of the Spurs defence. Decided not to play the pass in the end, the substitute Oikunle. Now Debarga, battling with Byrne, gets the better of his man, cuts it back, big chance to score, and their top goal scorer takes that chance. And Southampton, who were 2 goals behind, now lead here by 3 goals to 2.
Let's go! Let's go!
Well, Debarga's been a real threat all game long, gets away from Byrne this time, been a proper tussle between those two. And this is where Oikunle is at his best inside the penalty area. On to 19 goals in the league for the season now. And that one could really be quite an important one. It's another goal against Spurs, having scored against us earlier on in the season. But with Crystal Palace winning at the top of the table today, this keeps Southampton's chances alive, if it stays like this, of winning the title at under-18 level. Spurs have 15 minutes coming up. A really important 15 minutes in terms of getting back into the game. And also keeping their title chances alive.
Come on! Switch on! Yes, Nick. Yes, you. Come on! Come on, lads. Let's go, let's go. Come on, Luke, come on. Stay on free, stay on free, stay on free. Yes, Steve. Yes, Hans. Yes, Hans. Yes, Hans. Yes, Mal, back. Run it, Mal. Mal. I'm inside, sir. Yes, sir.
Brilliant. Ball from Williams-Barnett, but a short ball. It doesn't make it to Teenan Thompson.
Come on, good tonight. Big voice.
Spurs ready to dig in.
Tight!
Batty wins it back. Williams Barnett's onto it. Has a look left and right, didn't really have an option that he could find.
Come on, Reece, come on, connect.
Now Tiernan Thompson thinks about having a run at that Southampton defence, but there are plenty ahead of him, and so decides to play the pass in an opposite direction. Well, Luca Furnell-Gill is about to come on here. By the looks of things, has been utilised as a centre-back since his arrival from Liverpool. Angora sliding. Saul comes off the better of the two with the sliding challenge, and now look at that space on the right-hand side. Debaga again trying to get after it, trying to get onto it. Unable to get there as the pass is too long. Well, this was a Tottenham penalty shout earlier on. Williams Barnett going down under a challenge. Looked as though perhaps he was already going down before the challenge was made. And Malachi Hardy will make way. Dexter Oliver onto the fields with just over 12 minutes, plus some extra time to make an impact here.
Harry in front here. Semi!
Well, Southampton trying to force their way through, and that's a wonderful finish. And that might just be enough to secure all 3 points here for Southampton. Well, Gather Cole into a good position, but he still has so much to do. It's been so quiet in this game. But when it matters most, he comes up trumps with a lovely, lovely strike. Oikunle this time is the provider. Having scored the goal to make it 3-2, he lays off the pass into the perfect area. And it's a fine strike, and that might just be job done for Southampton. Well, Spurs have really let this one slip through their fingers. Perhaps weren't properly set after the substitutions moments before. Look, it's not a disaster if Spurs lose this game. They have a number of games in hand. They are still in the title race. But Southampton are competition at the top for Spurs in terms of that title race.
Good. Narrow stuff, nothing through. Good cover.
It would have been a big point swing if Spurs could have won this. They may have a chance to get back into the game. What a save that was. Dexter Oliver with his first notable touch in the game, perhaps his first touch. Smashed it goalwards, and Moody gets right and managed to deal with the power of the shot. Williams Barnett again swinging the ball in. Southampton make the clearance this time. Not too long before the Spurs number 10 is back onto it, but he can't make his way through.
Forward, Harry. Get it, Harry. Harry, dig in. Well sorted out.
Reece on the move, Reece. Reece, can you work him? You know he can find you. Look on Reece, on the move.
Right shoulder, Colin. Right shoulder. Two.
On Reece. You run it, Ellis.
Step. Keep going. Tuck in, Luca. Organise Luca behind the ball. Who's the 6? Dan, where are you? Come and get it.
Oh, what a moment this was. A brilliant run by Dexter Oliver, the late burst.
What numbers are coming off, Jen?
And a very good save by the goalkeeper.
Luke, keep going, Lucas, come on.
Well, the second half has been a tough one for Spurs to endure, but there was a moment where Ellis Lehane had the chance to make it 3-2 to Spurs, and it was a chance he failed to take. Got the header all wrong after a brilliant ball in by Williams-Barnett. And Southampton, well, they've just had that all-important ingredient in football, momentum, and it looks as though that momentum has carried them all the way to the 3 points here.
Harry's line! Harry's line! Higher, on the cut across, Eli. Let's go! Get up! Get up! Come on, Eli! Come on, Luca! Lower, good. Get next one, Edge. Come on, Tina. Yeah, come on. Get up. Yes, let's jump in there. Come on, Tina. Let's tap. Go! Come on, 2 1v1s. You've got to get tighter.
Kunle lays the ball off. He's made such an impact in the second half, a goal and an assist, and once he's got himself up to the speed of the game, he's really demonstrated why he's been so successful at this level over the course of the campaign. Southampton's number 12. Williams-Barnett. One back by Dexter Oliver. He's seen the pass. Spurs need this. Ellis Lehane with an effort though that's well blocked.
Narrow. Good.
Halfway, lad. Organise the 10 Eli.
Yes, Tina.
Luca.
Gotta win it. Good H. Good.
Eli, this side.
Upson spraying the pass. And Ellis Lehane over on that right-hand side ran out the pitch in the end.
Let's go. Someone on the 14. Double. Eli, get the ball, let's go. Bang, organise the mid.
Well, Bangura has to be careful here. He's already on a yellow card. Push on the Southampton player as he tried to get onto the ball. Don't mind the eagerness to get going here, to search for the chance to get back into the game. Doesn't need a suspension though. Dexter Oliver's been impressive since coming onto the field, and again it's a good chance for Tottenham Hotspur. Southampton with enough back in the end to make the block.
Come on! Who's on the train? Let's go, Lord! Yes. Get that, tuck in! You go! Again! Up with Tommy, up! Ollie, stay there, that's screw. That's screw. Yeah. Yes. Let's go!
Ian Thompson.
Good, Ollie! Back in there, Ollie!
It's been a shining light for Spurs over the course of the campaign. Hasn't really been able to get into this game as perhaps Spurs would have liked. Spurs in need of a flash of inspiration from somewhere. And Thompson is the one who is trying to provide it here. Supported by Williams-Barnett on this left-hand side. Off he goes towards the byline, he cuts the ball back, and he can't find a teammate in the middle here.
Check your boots, please, gents. Chin on the side.
Well, Bangura is replaced by Callum Logan.
Cal, tell Lucas to play to the right, yeah? And push H on, play H in midfield.
Spurs corner. He's gathered up by Moody, the goalkeeper. He's had a good second half, and that quick thinking sets Southampton away, and they are looking for another, and they have a runner as well. And it's an excellent run to get back in the end by Callum Logan.
Get higher, Harry, get higher.
Yes, you!
Well, just over 2 minutes for Spurs. Timo Thompson has two that he wriggles in between, and then a third, and then he's fouled. Just outside though, just outside of the area. Beautiful skill.
In the box! Harry!
10 yards!
Gavin, switch on early in the wall! Gavin, fucking put your bodies on the line!
Spurs could do with some magic now. And here is their magic man, Luca Williams-Barnett, over the ball.
Switch on!
And Williams-Barnett strikes it, but it's over the top of the bar.
Come on, Luca, come on, son!
Face the ball! Face the ball!
Yeah, we said it was a penalty.
Hey, Ollie! Step up! Yes, bro!
1 minute.
Get out there! Nick! Back in! Drop it through all! H can be more aggressive on the head! Good! Yes, all! Yes, you! Good Ollie! Good Ollie! Good you! Relax, all! Come on!
Easy!
Southampton battling. Burns still pushing here for Spurs. Strangely, the goal that came just before half-time, the Southampton goal, was the one that really shifted the match. And even though Spurs were ahead in the game, Southampton seemed to feel that they were the team that would go on to win it. And it is weird how these momentum shifts can really change football matches. And it's been belief more than anything that has cost Spurs here. And perhaps the biggest lesson is that when you get big chances, you really have to take them when you are playing against good teams, because otherwise you will be punished. And we'll look back on that chance for Ellis Lehane. Was a big miss, one that he hurried. Big turning point in the game. Southampton have got some very good players, and Spurs have been punished by those players in the second half.
Go!
And Spurs might be about to be punished again. Southampton are in, and it's a very good save this time by Archer, racing out to deny their danger man, Oikunle. And he's on the ball again.
Go to the ball, one of you!
Box Ollie!
Well, that will be a free kick.
Tommy, do you work a shot for Ollie? Ollie! Hey! Yeah!
Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Go! Get up!
Hey, Brad! He just kicked out at him, Brad!
Well, I didn't see this incident. Spurs coaching staff don't seem overly happy. Williams-Barnett chasing after the ball. And actually, it was probably Williams-Barnett who was the guiltier of the two. And the Southampton player did well not to lash out. Well, the challenge at the moment is to keep up with Crystal Palace at the top of the table, and it looked as though Spurs were about to send themselves right in the mix. But, well, Stuart Lewis's side, leading by 2-0, have let this one slip away, and it finishes here. Spurs under 18s 2, Southampton under 18s 4.